Well, I call it a mantra because it summarizes in just a very simple way what's so important about the human body. Everybody has stem cells. Everybody uses stem cells. Everybody uses stem cells every day. And stem cells work, and they work every time. Well, first, you have to understand what stem cells do. This is physiology at work. This is nature at its best. In fact, if you think of it, how did we survive? How do human beings manage day in and day out to survive? Because all the cells in our body are constantly dying. We put up a good fight, we have an immune system, we have all types of defenses in the body to protect us. But eventually, the cells die. So we have to literally restore, rebuild, replace, replenish those cells. And so the repair mechanism must of necessity be there. It's like having a war where soldiers are dying on the front. If you don't have troops to replenish the front lines, you got a problem. And that's what the stem cells do. They literally provide, in a sense, a constant supply of new cells for all the various tissues of the body. But this evolution has really followed a pattern. The pattern was this. We were persuaded that since cells make organs, organs make tissues, tissues make bodies, if we get good healthy cells, we'll make healthy organs, which will form healthy tissues and healthy bodies. So the focus was, what can we do for the cells to feed them? Give them what they need and they'll be healthy, and then they'll produce healthy organs and healthy tissues and healthy bodies. What we didn't stop to think about was this, and this is really evolution, that now we've come to realize that, look, you could keep feeding the troops, supplying the troops, arming the troops, equipping the troops, providing for the troops, but they'll die. And eventually you need new troops. You need some way of replenishing, repairing, restoring the activity on the front line. And that's why stem cells, in a sense, is the pièce de resistance. For me, it is the leading or the cutting edge of nutrition and supplementation today, undoubtedly. Why? Stem cells are held in the bone marrow. If you think of it, you could consider the cells to be held by adhesive in the bone marrow.
Welcome everyone, this is Dome Swiss Africa, all the way from Nairobi, even today as we get to learn more and more important issues and important things which will add value to our life. I have a simple question. If you had power to make your grandfather or your dad or yourself to live another 100 years, would you appreciate it or would you not appreciate it? What about maybe if you have one of the siblings who died much earlier because the body organs could not sustain itself against all other attacks within the system? Would you appreciate if someone could have brought to you a gift which will add life to them? You would have embraced it. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have good news for all of us. Through the power of science today, we have hope once more that it is possible that the number of our years can be added. And this can be extremely very much possible through what we call stem cell therapy, which is within regenerative medicine. Some of the great researchers today, they are claiming with the coming in on how stem cells can be generated and activated to be produced in our bone marrow, it is possible that people will live between 250 years to 300. I think getting a half of it, it will be a privilege for each one of us. But how can this happen? When can it happen? And how possible can it become a reality in our lives? All this can become a reality through Dome Swiss Africa, which today has invested to make sure that with you, next to you, there's something which you can have and it can help all group of people. What is needed is awareness so that what we desire from within our hearts can become a reality. What awareness do we need? One, with the coming in of plant stem cell, which works very well with our body, then it is extremely very much possible that our cells, tissue, and organs can become younger, and then we can live for much more. But if probably you're still new in this industry, the big question will be, what is stem cell? How can it help us? And where can we find it for our sake and the sake of our relatives and friends and people within our neighborhood? One, stem cell is any cell which can become any other type of cell, tissue, or organ, or any cell which can become a missing cell in your body. We call it stem cell. Our body has millions of different types of cells, but these cells cannot become other type of cells because they are cells with identity. However, any cell which can become any other type of cell, tissue, or organ, or can become a missing cell, we call it stem cell. Where do stem cells come from? Our bone marrow have been created by God so that it can be able to produce millions and billions of new cells without identity. We call them alpha cell. We call them alpha cell. Now, alpha cells are the stem cell which our body requires and needs for survival and sustainability. Unfortunately, when we get at the age of 25, production of our alpha cell from the bone marrow starts going down. So what does it mean? The more it gets compromised and it starts moving down, then the supply starts getting less as the demand continues increasing. Because the older we are becoming, the more each and every cell, tissue, and organ in our body needs to be replaced, needs to be healthy, and needs to be as fine as possible. But with the time, as more supply diminishes and more demands are coming, our skin starts frowning, start forming wrinkles. We start looking older. We start having problem with our kidney, problem with our pancreas, problem with our tissues, problem with our nerves. All these kind of challenges start coming up because our organs are not being made fresh, new, or regenerated. Now, meaning that for us to help our body to get back to this normal, natural way of sustaining itself, then we need to be aware that as time goes, production and supplies get low. How can we make the supply to increase and we maintain high supply of production of alpha cells? Doomsday Africa took and embraced this concept so that by us creating awareness and us helping people to understand they can continue being younger and better, it's extremely important. I'll give a case study of a case which I had some times back, and through the power of stem cell, hope came once more. I had this young man who called me and was requesting for prayer because his wife, they've been married for 7 years, but she has never conceived. When I had asked him further more what might be the problem, he told me that the wife had developed inside her womb a condition called endometriosis. And because of that, even though she was 26 years old, but her womb had gotten to a state of menopause, meaning that she cannot conceive. The same problem her elder sister also had, but they never knew it was endometriosis because she did not have much pain as she had on her side, but at the same time, bleeding for many hours without getting any results. So with all this complication, they are told they have to pay for high insurance so that if possible, surgery can be done to her, or else she will not be able to conceive again. I told him, I'll pray for you. However, there's something I have with me which can help to regenerate the womb of your wife and to become younger again so that she can be able to conceive. And he had to ask me, what is it and what is it all about? I had to do a presentation to him about the power of stem cell and how plant stem cell have ability to regenerate the system of her wife. He got so impressed because the relationship we have had before, he did not have any reason to doubt the concept I had. And I had to send to him all the products I had to Dubai through my brother so that the wife can start taking the process. It only took less than 2 months. The womb and every part of her started becoming so regenerated as she was looking younger and better. 5 months down in line, she conceived for the first time, and now they have a child and they're enjoying themselves. What am I talking about? The power to create more supply of alpha cell, circulation of alpha cell, and also what we call differentiation of alpha cell, or what we call migration so that our organs, cells, and body can be regenerated. That's the power of stem cell as a concept in itself. Then the big question is, do we have it around us? And how can it really work? Beautiful thing is this. Now, through Dome Swiss Africa, in Kenya, we have the second best credited stem cell in America, and today, we believe it's going to become one of the best stem cell in our country. Now, Dome Swiss Africa, as a manufacturing company, today has partnered with Stemtech from United States of America, which has been known for quite a long time to be very good and effective when it comes to stem cell therapy. The other day, I was doing a research on YouTube on Stemtech testimonials from different people in Europe and in America about how it can work. And I was extremely impressed because I could hear older people talking about how these products have totally changed their lives. And today they're better as far as the health is concerned. Since we started supplying our product, now it's around a month and 2 weeks. And now from this coming week, we'll start collecting testimonials locally from within our country with what stem cell through Stemtech it can do in our lives. Now, for stem cell therapy to be complete, there are 3 processes which need to be adhered. Process number 1 is the release of stem cell from our bone marrow. Process number 2 is how this stem cell, alpha stem cell, can be circulated through a circulatory system in every part, blood circulatory system in every part of our cell, tissues, and organ, so they can be available for the next last step, whereby now the supplied or circulated alpha cell can be converted or differentiated or migrated towards becoming a different type of cell, tissue, or organ by increasing the immune cell intelligence within our system. 3 processes. 1, release of alpha cell, circulation of alpha cell, and migration of alpha cell, so that by the end of the day we can have new healthy cells, new regenerated tissues and organ, and finally new regenerated organs within our body. When all these things happen, then it means that the process towards us living for a longer life will start. But for that to happen, the first product which you need to understand, stem cell product we have, is called stem release, which you can see on the top, stem release. What's the work of stem release? Basically, stem release, its work upon consumption is a capsules, which is 60 capsules within this bottle. And once you start using or consuming stem release, it will immediately communicate to your bone marrow so that it can release alpha cell from your bone marrow. So production of alpha cell becomes extremely important. So the more alpha cells are being produced and they're multiplying with its own kind as alpha cell within our body, the better now our internal environment shall be. But apart from the release of alpha cell, the second thing which it does, which is extremely important, there's an ingredient in it which helps the health of our telomere at the chromosome, which is connected to our DNA. Scientists are saying the more healthy your telomere, the more longevity you are going to have as an individual, meaning that long life is determined by the health of the telomere. So stem release also in itself helps the telomere to be as healthy and as intact as possible to our chromosome, so that by the end of the day, you can have a guarantee of every part of you becoming younger for a long time. So with the telomere becoming healthy, that one means chronologically you might be 40 years, but biologically you are 25 years. You might be chronologically 60 years, but biologically you are 40s or probably you are 30s. Now, that is only possible by the telomere being as healthy as possible. 2 key things which it does once someone starts using it. It's an oral capsules, which once you take it through your mouth, it gets into the stomach, it gets absorbed, then it goes straight to the bloodstream and there right into the bone marrow to activate the bone marrow to produce.
Today, we're going to talk about something that's revolutionizing the way we approach health and wellness. We're going to delve into the power of stem cell nutrition and how patented technology is leading the way in enhancing stem cell mobilization. You might be wondering, what is stem cell mobilization? Well, it's a process that encourages our body's natural stem cells to move from our bone marrow into our bloodstream. This is vital because stem cells have the unique ability to become any type of cell that our body needs. They are the repair system of our body. Now, Stemtech's patented technology comes into the picture. This technology is designed to enhance stem cell mobilization, making it easier for these cells to move around and do their job. Think of it as giving your body's repair system a much-needed boost. But why is this important for you, especially if you're a healthy individual who's proactive about their health? By enhancing stem cell mobilization, you're essentially helping your body to keep renewing and repairing itself more efficiently. It's like giving your body the tools it needs to maintain optimal health. Stem nutrition and Stemtech's patented technology are not just about maintaining good health. They're about empowering your body to heal and renew itself in the most natural way possible. So, if you're someone who values health and wellness, this could be the next big thing you need to consider. Stay tuned to learn more about how you can leverage the power of stem cell nutrition in your health journey. The world of health and wellness is undergoing a profound revolution, driven by remarkable advancements. At the heart of this transformation is stem nutrition, a groundbreaking approach that is reshaping the way we understand and approach our well-being. As a trailblazer in this arena, Stemtech, a publicly traded company, ticker symbol STEK, stands at the forefront of ushering in this new era. Stemtech's patented technology is the driving force behind the advancement of stem cell mobilization, a process that holds the key to rejuvenation and vitality. By leveraging Stemtech's proprietary technology, we're stepping into a new realm of possibilities. This innovation optimizes the movement of essential stem cells within our bodies, unlocking the full potential of our innate healing and renewal processes.
But remember, production of alpha cell is not the whole process. We need circulation of alpha cell in our whole body. How will this happen? This way, we need the second bottle called Stemcell. Stemcell will facilitate the total supply and circulation of your alpha cell into your whole body through the blood circulatory system. That's very key. So that as the release is taking place, the supply, then the circulation also takes place at the same time. So that in every part of your body, you have thousands and millions of alpha cells being saturated within your system. The more alpha cell is saturated, the better your internal environment as far as your cells, tissue, and organs are concerned. But the second thing which Stemcell does in the process is detoxification. It detoxifies toxins from our extracting organs so that the system can be clean for the circulation of the alpha cell. Not only that, detoxification of different toxins and the heavy metals, even on our colon system. If you have been having problem with constipation, you start getting relief more and more each and every particular day. Why? It cleanses our system so that there can be more supply of alpha cell in your system. The third thing it does, apart from detoxification and circulation, it also helps in keeping the telomere as healthy as possible. Keeps the telomere as healthy as possible. Why do we need a healthy telomere? So that our cells and our tissue and our organs can live for a longer time. We want to get up to 120 years. We want to get to 150 years. We want to get to 200 years. So how does it work? Each and every time we keep it. Do you know that the more the telomere is healthy, people will be wondering, your skin will always be smooth. You'll always be looking presentable and very good and beautiful. Why? Because inside you are young. But remember, it's not just about release and circulation.
How does Stemcell support the circulation of stem cells?
Stemcell was developed around the very general idea that if you release stem cells from the bone marrow and increase the number of circulating stem cells in the bloodstream, what can you do to really maximize the circulation of these stem cells and their delivery to every single tissue and organ of the body?
And as the name implies, flow, circulation, something to do with working in the circulation. Well, we would get out these adult stem cells naturally with the assistance of Stem Enhance. These adult stem cells get into the circulation, and then you think, well, how do they get to their destination? Well, they have to travel through the superhighway of the body, and that, of course, is our circulation, our blood vessels. And that's where StemFlow concentrates.
So we simply asked the question, what is it that can impair optimal blood flow, and what can we do about it? And essentially, it's the formation in the bloodstream, because of oxidative stress, the formation of fibrin mesh. These are sort of air balls, if I could say, in the blood, nothing dramatic, but they can block the entry of capillaries and reduce the blood flow through capillaries. Nutrients, oxygen, minerals, vitamins, everything can still circulate, but cells are sort of filtered out of these small vessels. So that means that wherever you have fibrin, that tissue is deprived of the circulation of cells and therefore deprived of tissue renewal. So that's essentially the essence. So StemFlow is the blend of very specific enzymes, fibrinolytic enzymes that will go in the bloodstream and digest fibrin, and very strong natural antioxidants, berries, mangosteen, amla, a series of very strong natural antioxidants that will prevent the formation of fibrin in the bloodstream. And since it's a product about circulation, we simply added other components like lemon extracts, for example, very well known for its effect on capillaries, to maintain strong capillaries. And again, since we're working with the blood, we added curcumin, that is a very well-known blood purifier.
You combine that with these very powerful antioxidants, and you have an incredible product to assist in the delivery of these adult stem cells that have been naturally released with the Stem Enhance into the tissue in need. So StemFlow is an incredible companion product to Stem Enhance.
The third part is the most important, which makes the circuit to be complete. Is where now the alpha cell differentiate to become other type of cells, tissue, or organ. And this is the key thing. This is the key thing, whereby now the alpha cell becomes other type of cells, red blood cell, white blood cell, beta cell, other type of hormones-related cells. Very key. Two, when the alpha cell is becoming the missing cells in your body, for example, someone has started losing memory because the cells which are in charge of memory are dying and they're not being replaced. So what will happen? MigraStem helps the immune cell intelligence to go very high. So it will tell the alpha cell, hey, there's a problem with the memory cells. Can you become the memory cells and recover from what is there, what was once before? Then boom, someone starts recovering. I remember some times back, I was treating an Arab family, which a young lady had just got stroke. She lost speech, she lost her memory, and also mobility. She could not walk. She could not even remember her own name. When I started doing detoxification to her and supplying stem cell product to her, what happened is this. It took only 5 days for her to start talking, recovering her memory, and also start moving her body. What happened? The immune cell intelligence was pushed up to the highest level, and now what was once there and missing got restored immediately, and two, other cells, tissues, and organs started getting regenerated, so that by the end of the day, this person can become well and good. Very good and very important. 3 weeks ago, if not 4, I was in Mtwapa, our headquarters. Then there's this guy who is a Jew who came to, foreigner came to office to talk with the owner of our company about our product. He told him that, let me get an expert talk to you about our product. So the guy came to me. He told me, please, there is a need I have, and I want us to talk about it and see if what you have can help me. After telling me his need, and I told him what we have, we decided, why don't you try and start our process? And immediately we started the process. It took our RCM product to start. 5 days later, I met with him. He actually texted me and told me, hey, can we come meet and we talk? So I met with him in a joint where they sell juice because he believes in taking juice. And the guy tells me, can I tell you something? Before I started taking your product, when I've been lifting up weight, I could only do up to 3. But right now, since I started taking this product, I can push up to 10. And the guy was so excited about it. And they're telling me even now getting to 20 push of the weight. And they're telling me that as he gets to the gym, the coach and other ladies are like, wow, your skin is becoming younger. What are you doing? And the guy was so happy and he was saying in his heart, I will not tell you until I finish my whole process. Using our RCM actually made him to start experiencing a very big difference, even from the 5th day of using it. Why? Now the MigraStem was helping the tissues which were worn out because it's over 60 years to become younger and stronger, and also at the same time becoming fresh. His skin started changing and people could notice and were making comments about it. Why? Stem cell is real. Stem cell therapy is what the world needs today. And understanding this is extremely important. Why? Because anybody who believes is healthy needs our RCM so that they can guarantee themselves long life unless they commit suicide or they get an accident. But so long as there's no suicide, there's no accident, there's a guarantee they're going to live for more longer time and healthy. Some healthy people need our RCM. These are some time when you feel like I'm sick, I'm not sick, I'm sick, I'm not sick. People need it. Why? So that now their body can come into a state of balance. And the third group of people who need our product, people who are really sick. This is someone who is having diabetic because the pancreas is not working well, so the beta cells are not being produced well. Someone is having problem with the lungs, someone is having problem with the bones, someone is having problem with the tissue, somebody got stroke and is doing physio every time, but it's not recovering very fast. All these people, the area where their organs have been damaged, their tissue have been damaged, our RCM becomes one of the best.
Stem cells are precursors to your existing cells and the most important cells for your health and healthy longevity. Stem cells help repair and renew your tissues and organs. Scientific studies indicate that increasing the number of your healthy circulating stem cells is essential for maintaining an optimal body performance. And while we all know the importance of releasing and circulating your stem cells, what about helping to get those stem cells to the areas of your body that need them most? Introducing the all-new MigraStem, an exclusive stem cell nutrition supplement designed to help effectively migrate your stem cells to where you need them to go in the most efficient manner. The blend of nutrients in MigraStem enhances the natural migration of your healthy stem cells, supports the immune system function, detoxification, antioxidative activities, and prevents the age-related damage. Exclusively from StemTech, the Release, Circulate, and Migrate system of wellness is made complete.